that lasts for some time becomes corrupt. We see it again and again. So if it's going to stay fresh, if it's going to stay real, authentic, then it has to be manifested and then withdrawn. And then manifested in a different place, a different time, in a different way, under a different name, from a different teacher. That's just the way it is. Huh? It's just the way it is. And now I could go into a long lecture about hyperdimensional shadows and time and the higher fractal shapes of reality and all this stuff. But what it really comes down to is get it while you can. Get it while you can. Okay? So, without a lot of metaphysical baggage. It's available now, so get it now. If you can get it, if you can download it, if you can store it, if you can save it, if you can pass it on, that's very good service. So do that. We recommend that. We ask that. We ask that you do that. Because people did that, we know about great teachers, great masters, incarnations of the Lord, and so many things. Because this information was passed down from ancient times. Parampara. Evam parampara praptam imang rajrishayo vidu. This ancient knowledge was passed down by the process of disciplic succession. And the great kings understood it in that way. But now, Krishna says, the succession has been broken. So I have to speak the knowledge again. See, this is what happens every time. A school will manifest for some time, then it will be withdrawn, but the shell, the skeleton, or the form, the external form of the school will go on, but it has become material because the soul or the heart has been withdrawn back to the spiritual world. See, that's what happened in ISKCON. That's what happened in the Christian church. That's what happens to every authentic school. The master comes for some time, manifests the school, then it's withdrawn. Okay? And it comes again in a different place and time. If there's material continuity, be very suspect. Because usually anything that exists in this material world for any length of time becomes corrupt. There's the natural influence of this world, the material energy. It's Maya. It's illusion. Maya literally means that which does not exist. So because this world is temporary, it's considered it does not really exist. It has only relative existence. So by the grace or by the blessing or by the good wishes or by the glance of a pure devotee, one can get this devotional service. Or by the instruction or the words of Krishna, one can get it. When Krishna explains himself, this is very powerful. Krishna explains himself in Bhagavad-gītā, he explains himself in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, he explains himself in many places in the Puranas. And when we read these explanations, they're so crystal clear and so penetrating and so beautiful and perfect. Krishna's intelligence is much, much higher than ours. So we should take shelter of these statements and bring them into our hearts. Let them guide us, let them inspire us, and by taking full shelter of Krishna's instructions, then we get His mercy. That's how we get His mercy. We have to receive the mercy. And to do that, we have to put down our attachments. You see? If I want to give you some diamonds, but you're carrying a big bag of rocks, then you can't receive it. You have to put down the bag of rocks. Then you can get the diamonds. See? I want to give you something that's so valuable. It's so valuable, it's contained in these 16 little words. The meaning of those 16 words fills a whole huge shelf of books. Hours and hours and hours of videos and hours and years of practice are necessary to understand the meaning of these 16 little words. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So if you can understand, if you can realize the meaning, then your life is complete. Everything is perfect. You attain everything that is possible. So this is so valuable. But first you have to put down your attachments, your distractions, your irrelevant things. Put them down, let them go. Drop. You can always get them back. You know, this material world, it's easy come, easy go. You can always get them back. But when the esoteric school is available, when it's manifest, take full advantage. It's not going to be here forever. When I was young, I was involved in ISKCON, and we were all young and foolish, and we thought, oh yeah, this is going to be here forever. We'll be able to stay in ISKCON our whole life and then just retire and chant Hare Krishna, and won't that be so wonderful? Well, guess what, folks? It didn't happen. As soon as Srila Prabhupada left, or even before he left, everything got completely chaotic and contaminated, messed up. So the dreams and desires of so many devotees went unrealized. But what we have to understand from this, the lesson that we learned, the same thing happened in Gaudiya Math, by the way. See, but they're only esoteric schools as long as the presence of the master is there. And when the master leaves, the whole thing disappears. The disease that we have, especially in Western societies, that we think we know better than the master. We think we have a better idea. And because of this, Swati made a very nice post on this. She said she could understand that even though they had so much facility, so much knowledge, so much opportunity to become self-realized, because they thought they had a better idea than Srila Prabhupada, his disciples all fell down. You know? Out of the 11 devotees who declared themselves gurus after Srila Prabhupada's disappearance, only 2 of them are even, functional. By the way, Jai Pataka is traveling again. Yeah, he's still very weak, but he's actually traveling. He's in Atlanta. He was here. But he can't preach. I mean, he's very, very sick. He had a massive stroke. And then the other one is Sri Dayananda Maharaj, and he's like become a gay marriage advocate or something like this. So what happened to all these devotees? They all became sidelined because they thought they had a better idea. They thought they could preach better than Srila Prabhupada, and they wound up destroying all of Srila Prabhupada's work. Now all that's left is just a kind of churchy shell. So don't make the same mistake with this esoteric teaching. The more responsibility you take in spreading this teaching to others, the more you put your own initiative into organizing and spreading this teaching, the more benefit you'll get, the faster you'll attain self-realization, and the better chance you have of becoming the next generation of spiritual teacher. You get out of it what you put into it. If you make a total commitment, then Krishna will make a total response. Ye yata mang yante. Tangs tataiva. Whatever you do, then Krishna will respond. However they approach me, I reward them accordingly. If they surrender 10%, then he rewards 10%. If you surrender 100%, he gives 100%. He gives himself. Try to understand. If you have Krishna, then what else do you need? Everything comes in the bargain, in the package. It's a package deal. So this is what we're offering. We're offering the way to approach Krishna. And everything comes along with that. Material opulence and facility and fame and health and all kinds of things. Krishna's protection. Now, who could put a price on that? Huh? So we're experiencing all these things every day. It's our reality. It's how we live. And it may be hard to understand looking at a video over the internet that we live on a different platform. We live on the spiritual platform. It may be hard to understand looking at this little old man sitting on a chair under some